Hi there, it's Pete here from the Smart Betting Club. I wanted to record this short walkthrough explainer video about the new repurposed multiple power service that's gone live in June 2021. It's a service that's been running since November 2017 under the name of Fake Mug Bets Club. We've just rebranded it to Multiple Power because we're really focusing on the multiple betting strategy. All the same selections that have been advised since November 2017, but just with a streamlined staking plan, which is based upon the number of bets in any given day. It's a series of doubles, trixies, Yankees, and Super Yankees that you follow in one bet based advised at one email based advised at 10:30 a.m. The service itself is based around the selections from Kieran Ward and his value machine. Although the value machine works up to all kinds of prices from like evens all the way up to 20 to 1. By focusing on the sweet spot, as we call it, between 7 to 4 and 3 to 1, you find first and second favourites that are you've got an edge on, but by combining them in multiples, you're compounding that edge, and that's where the service thrives. Just to explain the actual strategy behind it all, effectively, it's about taking 2 to 1 about a horse that should be priced at 7 to 4. Now, if you do that on a single, you've got an edge. It's it's a decent edge, and you can certainly do that on singles, and you'll make a good profit. But when you compound them together, so let's say you take 2 to 1 about 4 horses that should be 7 to 4, and you add them into a Yankee, you're doing all the permutations of singles, doubles, trebles, and a 4-way accumulator in a Yankee, and you're just compounding the profits and the edge that you have. So it's a really simple strategy to bet in this way, and bookmakers welcome multiple betting. Invariably, people bet on multiples, like whether it be ACCAs or 4 or 5 folds, because it's a chance to put on a small stake and win a lot. So you maybe 200, 300, 500,000 to 1, even bigger sometimes. And so yeah, you can turn £5 into £20,000 or whatever it is. And invariably, it's loss making for bettors. Most people who don't have a strategy like this to advise them, like the right tips, might be taking 7 to 4 about a horse that is 2 to 1. So a negative edge. But then by putting it in a multiple, they're compounding the negative edge they have. They're compounding their losses. And bookmakers know this, so they encourage people to place multiple bets. If you're placing multiple bets, you invariably, as long as you're not taking just skimming top prices, so you're not just taking 2 to 1 with one bookmaker when everyone else is 7 to 4 or 13 to 8. That's always a ticket to kind of account issues. But as long as you're not doing that and you're taking generally advised prices, which is what these selections are, you're going to be welcomed by the bookmaker. And winners that you have, even big winners, will often be looked upon favourably because they think you just got lucky. So it ticks the right boxes. It's A, profitable, and B, bookmakers generally like it. In terms of the bets advised, they say they're generally available. So at 10:30 a.m, we send one email based on the number of selections and generally available prices. So as long as we've got 3 or 4 firms offering the price that we're quoting, we're happy with that. So therefore, you can permit in different multiples. Getting into the actual performance, let me just go through that. Like I say, you've got these are the performance, these are the headline figures. We'll update these as we go. Although it makes a profit at SP, I don't really recommend following it at that staking, that pricing point. You just don't know what you're getting. Much better to take advised prices, even better if you can get best odds guaranteed. In terms of the service and its operation, in June this year, we just changed in June 2021, we just changed the staking strategy. So they're all the same selections, but based on the number of bets each day, that tells us what type of bet we're placing. So if we have 2 selections, we're going to place a 1-point double. We have 3 selections, we're going to place a 4-point trixie. Really that simple. A trixie is 4 bets in 1. It's 3 doubles and 1 treble. So let's say you've got horse 1, 2, and 3. You put in horse 1 and 2 in a double, horse 1 and 3, horse 2 and 3, and then you have a treble of horse 1, 2, and 3. So when all 3 horses win, all 4 bets win, and often at big prices. So you make a multiple profit, your multiple bet, and then we have 4 selections to the Yankee, 5 selections a Super Yankee, and if we get to 6 to 7 or 8 selections, which is fairly rare, we're just doing a mixture of trixies and Yankees. We're trying to cap our exposure on any one given day to the maximum we do is a Super Yankee at 26 points. So following the service and how it works in terms of its appeal, it's really, really important to make clear that it's not a service that will will win money every week or even every month. I'll go over the results shortly, but you need to be patient. You need to, realize you're going to have more losing days and more losing weeks than you're going to have winning ones. But when you do win, you're going to make any losses back and a heck of a lot more. And it's that which is so important for this. So if you follow, let's say you follow golf, bet on golf, and you're successful at that, then this will work for you, because golf is one of those sports, you can go weeks without hitting a winner, but when you do hit a winner, it's invariably at big odds, and losses, accumulated are kind of made up for, and profit is added on top. Again, if it doesn't suit you, if you're not going to be patient, that's fine. If you need winners regular basis, there's no issues with that. It's not going to work for you though. So, it's really someone who's got that patient mindset. And let me illustrate why I want to jump over to these results. And let me just move my camera across. So when I go to these results, this is all online. You can have a look at this at your own leisure. There's a quick profit summary. There's a line-by-line results every single bet. Like I say, this is every single bet we've advocated since November 2017. And I'm going to go on this right-hand column here, which is the total of all the bets. And these are the advised prices. And yeah, I like to look at, for example, April in 2019 to May 2019, we lost 120 points. So if you joined on the 1st of April, you probably think, oh, what a fool I am. April Fool's Day I joined, and then we've just lost 120 points since that time. But look, the 2 months following, you smashed it, 445 points. You'll see the more red months than blue months. It is something that will lose money, and might lose money for 3 or 4 months at a push. It depends on the timing of when you start. You could have started, let's say you could have started on the 1st of March, and we've had an absolutely phenomenal period lately. Or you could have started on the 1st of September and lost 100 points and wondered what the fuss was about. So I often find people do join, and then it's the following week or 2 week period that indicates how long they're going to stick with it. Because if you join and you have a day where you have 1 out of 4 that win, and the following day you have 1 out of 5, you're probably thinking, oh, I'm down 30 whatever points, and why am I bothering? Well, why are you bothering? Because you can actually go and look at the results and compare what you've achieved, and you'll see exactly the same on here, and you just need to be patient. We have to take a 600 point bank for this reason. 600 points sounds big, but it covers all bases. And make sure you have that cushion available. Very unlikely, historically, we've not dug into 600 or 600 points. It's about double the longest drawdown. Almost more than double the longest drawdown, but it's just there to give cushion, because we realise that most people, once you lose half your bank, you quit. So as long as you have a big enough bank, you will more than cover any losing runs, and just ride the storm. Because yes, lately we've had some big winners. We've had 4 out of 5. The 5th one came second. I think we had effectively about 100 points on that one bet and that one day alone, and we've had significant other ones. And the history of the service is there to illustrate that. And I recommend looking at that and just making sure that you have the right mindset. You understand, like, I'm going to have to follow this for 6 months. And if you do, you will hit some of those purple period patches as long as you follow the bets every day. It's very simple to follow, like 1 bet a day. Shouldn't be any issues on that front. And just don't live it out every day. Don't check the results every second and every day and go, oh, what am I doing today? Why have I followed this? It's just losing me money. You have to commit to a long-term period. And I find if you're able to do that, then the success of the service is there. And like I say, we have got a hardcore group of people that follow it, who have kind of been with it through thick and thin and understand the edge that it maintains. So if it's of interest to you, do please check out the results spreadsheet. Go look at the information on the site. Invariably, bookmakers look upon it favourably. Let's say you've got 4 bookmakers that you follow this service with. If you have a big winning day, like where you have 100 points, maybe you hit $3,000. I know there was a bet slip on the multiple power page where we had that $3,000 winner a few weeks back. That's fine. That bookmaker may well review your account and think, yeah, okay, let's check out who had a big winner yesterday, and that's invariably what happens. And then the trading team looks at it, but they may well look at it and go, okay, this guy he's got a history of backing multiples. He got lucky with these 4, made a $3,000 profit, but we think he's going to continue to lose money, and that money will come back to us, and he'll continue to place these bets and just continue to lose. They're happy to play the long game, the bookmakers. They're happy to, a lot of the time, not all the time, lucky to to go, okay, maybe give him another 6 months, but we'll be in credit with him again, and let's keep his account open. And then if you do that with bookmaker 1, bookmaker 2, 3, and 4, maybe you made a small profit with bookmaker 2, you made a big loss with bookmaker 3, and you break even with bookmaker 4. So you're really not you got too many issues with them. As long as you've got enough bookmakers, you can also bet on shops as well. It works on that basis. So as long as you've got the ability to get your bets on with bookmakers. Doesn't work with exchanges. You can't do multiples in exchanges. These types. As long as you've got the ability to get on with bookmakers and you have that patient mindset, it's a service that works. It's a strategy that works. So go check out Multiple Power. Go look at the results spreadsheet. Absolutely go check that out. That's really important. The spreadsheet. Educate yourself on who it works for and if it's suitable for you. And yeah, if you have any questions, fire me an email, pete@smartbettingclub.com. I follow this myself, so I know all about it. And yeah, I look forward to hearing from you.